Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 22 of our favorite rock guitar teams of all time. That's right, 31 days of October, 31 of our favorite guitar teams. Hard rock, classic rock, heavy metal, progressive rock, any kind of version of rock where you had two guitar players or three guitar players who worked wonders together. Today, this is another one of those examples of I'm really talking about two guys who worked exclusively together in the very beginnings of this band, and then got some other players coming into play. One of the guys dropped out for a while, then he came back. Now they're back together. They have been for many, many years as a duo with a third guy who also joined earlier on. It's kind of a mess, right? Talking about the Doobie Brothers, right? Initially, Tom Johnston and Patrick Simmons, who, there they are, and they're in the cover, right? You can see them both right there. Who, on this debut album, the Doobie Brothers, kind of got this like biker look, right? They played mean electric guitars, equally as mean but yet gorgeous acoustic guitars, and kind of like this very American California rootsy biker rock type of thing, which of course they would move into much more sophisticated sound, starting with their second album, Toulouse Street. And both also sang lead vocals, which is what was really so great always about the Doobie Brothers, is you had all these great singers, and even like Tyrone Porter on bass and the drummers, everybody sang backing vocals. So you had these rich vocal harmonies, but yet both Tom and Patrick, who were the main lead singers, had very, very distinct vocal styles and very distinct guitar styles. You had Tom, who was more of the fiery hard rock player, right? He was the ballsy guy. And while Patrick Simmons also could really rock out as well, he was the guy who, the really excellent acoustic player. He could play like rock and blues and jazz and folk and country and like bluegrass. He could kind of do a little bit of everything, and he's the guy who, whenever they would do the more acoustic type tracks, he would weave all these really intricate acoustic guitar patterns into the song, whereas Tom was the big beefy bluesy hard rock guy, right? So just really great to hear them trading off. You got magical songs like Listen to the Music, Rocking Down the Highway, Jesus Is Just All Right. I mean, you can hear both of them just totally killing it on that. Of course, we talked about this on the UK Connection recently. You got The Captain and Me, which perfectly displays all the talents of these two guys. Some magical stuff on here. I mean, Clear as a Driven Snow, as these two guys weave their acoustic and electric guitars around each other. It's just magical. I mean, it's a perfect example of like kind of progressive folk at its very, very best. You got the really cool lyrical riffs and licks of The Natural Thing, the great Long Train Running, China Grove, big, hard rocking. Then you got the really hard rocking Without You and Evil Woman, okay, which you got these kind of like weird, like almost like proto metal riffing going on in those. Then you got Okaya, The Captain and Me, again, more magical acoustic guitar layers, Southside Midnight Lady, magical stuff that these two guys did together. And they continued on. Except here, now all of a sudden, we add a third guy to the mix. Fresh from Steely Dan, you got Jeff Skunk Baxter adding his amazing guitar skills, because Skunk Baxter arguably is even more talented than these two dudes. And here you got the What Were Once Vices Are Now Habits album, which came out following The Captain and Me, again produced by Ted Templeman. And here you got amazing songs like Black Water, Eyes of Silver, killer stuff. Tell Me What You Want, Another Park, Another Sunday, gorgeous breezy harmonies, magical acoustic and electric guitars. Daughters of the Sea, great song to See You Through, Spirit. Amazing stuff on here. And all of a sudden now 3-guitar band. It's like, wow, and mixing again like hard rock and blues and jazz and folk and pop all into this one very American sound. And then of course we've got Stampede, right? Which, once again, has the 3 players. Probably the last album for quite a while where you have full contributions from Tom Johnston. Here you got, Music Man is on here. Take Me in Your Arms. Rock Me a Little While. I Cheat the Hangman. Terrific. Rainy Day Crossroad Blues. Neil's Fandango. excellent, excellent album as well. And then now we get the shifts really starting to change. So now you've got Tom basically on his way out the door, and they decide to bring in a keyboard player, Michael McDonald, right, who's also a singer, very distinctive singer. He brings a jazzier element to the band. So you've got Tom basically doing little contributions, if anything, to taking it to the streets. Right, you got Living on the Fault Line after that. So now it's back to being a 2-guitar band with Skunk, Baxter, and Patrick Simmons, but with the keyboards playing the role of like another guitar player. So you got Michael McDonald's keyboards and vocals really starting to, make a lot of influence on the band's music. Of course, leading up to the big smash album Minute by Minute, which is really nothing like these earlier albums at all. It's much, much more of like an easy listening, soulful pop, R&B, jazzy type of affair. Really good, but that, of course, appealed to the masses greatly. So Taking It to the Streets was really the last album with the 3-guitar attack. And then, of course, John McPhee joins later on, and he also a terrific guitar player, sings a little bit as well, plays violin, so, he can kind of do it all. So they've always had these folks in the band who were very, very versatile. They could do lots of styles, multi-instruments and whatnot. But for me, it's always going to be about the original two, Tom Johnston and Patrick Simmons. But, then you got, like I said, you got John and you got Skunk, also amazing, amazing players. But so it all, when you kind of look at the career of the Doobie Brothers, all were pretty responsible for so much great music. But I always go back to the killer twosome, right? Tom Johnston, Patrick Simmons, the Doobie Brothers. These to me are the ultra classic albums from that time period. But of course, the ones that came right after, including Taking It to the Streets, there's some fine material on those as well. It's just a little bit different. So there you have it. Let us know what you think of Pat Simmons and Tom Johnston of the Doobie Brothers in the comments below, as well as your pick for day 22 here as we count down our favorite guitar teams, rock guitar teams of all time. Stay tuned. Got another one coming for you tomorrow. Day 23. So while you guys are watching these, I'm in Phoenixville, PA, enjoying the Exhumed 24-hour horror-thon. Yep, I'm not actually here in my home office. I'm actually somewhere else watching horror movies for 24 hours straight with Chris Allo and Craig Kaminsky. So yeah, but I figure I'd do these videos for you ahead of time, so you got programming for the weekend. That's the way we run it here on the C. So while I'm out doing something else, you're here watching me. So thanks for watching, everybody. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. Please hit the like button before you leave, and also do investigate down below. We got the link to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as the link to the Sea of Tranquility merch page. We have tons of new stuff on the website, so please go check it out. We're also going to be putting up some amazing new hoodie designs, zip hoodies for those of you who like the zippered hoodies as opposed to the pullovers. We're going to be having the logo, big nice prints on the back, little logo on the front. It's going to look great. So as the chilly months are coming in, get yourself a Sea of Tranquility hoodie and wear it proudly, right? So see you tomorrow morning as we kick off the work week with another of our favorite rock guitar teams of all time. Till then, I am Pete Pardo. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. Or actually, the rest of your Saturday. I'm getting my days confused. Anyway, see you soon. Bye-bye.